Hello, how's it going? I just stepped out of a RobertIDK video from 2021. That's why I look like this. I haven't worn this shirt in like 3 years, so I figured let's throw back. Throwback Thursday. I have no idea when I'm posting this. My Story Animated, MSA. Yo, we're back checking out MSA. It's your boy. You know, this is one of the best channels out there. And what we're gonna do today, we're checking out some of that essential viewing, huh? We are going to look at one of MSA's most viewed videos of all time. Because when an animation has 50 million views, you know what that means. It's essential viewing. A billionaire hired me to date his son. Unfortunately, this is a real thing that happens in the real world. Actually, kind of the plot of Anora, which is honestly one of the greatest films I've ever seen, but it's extremely inappropriate, so do not watch it if you're under the age of like 21. Yeah, it's a real thing that happens. I'm excited based on the title. I say we jump right in. This intro's been long enough, hasn't it? All right, homies, you ready? RobertIDK, MSA, uno, dos, tres, theme song.
Animations, it kind of feels like I'm on vacation when I see a vid from MSA about a girl who's gone completely insane. But we'll still laugh and scream and cry and be glad that we don't have their lives. So come along, enjoy the ride, and let's watch some MSA tonight.
You know, guys, as I'm listening to this theme song, I am all of a sudden remembering that when I made this theme song, I didn't finish it. The theme song that you've heard for the last like 2 years or three years was like a rough draft of the theme song. Because when I'm listening to this, listen to this. Listen to the instruments that are playing at the beginning.
Animations, it kind of feels like I'm on vacation.
You can hear like there's a couple like noodly instruments in the background that are filling out the sound a little bit. But then when you hear the second half of the song,
we'll still laugh and scream and cry.
They're gone. They're gone. I didn't copy and paste or finish the. I don't know. This is a rough draft because it's like the ending of the song here. Listen.
Come along, enjoy the.
It's like a build up to the end. So like you expect all the instruments to be coming up and building to the like crescendoing to the finito. But I didn't finish it. And like I exported it and I was like, you know what? I like how it sounds. This is good. This will be good for the first video and then maybe I'll improve it for the second one. And then of course it sounds good, so I'm just not gonna go back and fix it.
Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or better known as ADHD, is a mental disorder that affects an individual's ability to focus.
So 3 years later, homies, you've been listening to the rough draft of the theme song. I never finished it properly, which is crazy to me. All right. Let's actually get to it this time. A billionaire hired me to date his son. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
I was just minding my own business in the convenience store.
Same.
When suddenly, a hooded guy jumped at the cashier and pulled out a... Give me some cash. All of it. Now. Everyone started to panic, except me. I'd actually been waiting
I had my
for
own
this
Draco.
moment. Hey, idiot. Everyone gasped as the robber turned to me. I then walked up to him while slowly removing my jacket. It's so hot in here.
What the heck?
Don't you think? Back off, sweetheart.
What the heck?
I have a gun. Not anymore.
Oh my gosh. I was about to have this analysis and say like, would that work on me? But then I realized I would never rob a store, so probably no point putting myself in this character's shoes. Would you fall for that? Leave a comment below.
I have a Draco! Not anymore. He tried to dive for it, but I immediately locked him in a tight grip
jujitsu.
and pinned him to the ground. It's jail time, baby. And that's how you catch a criminal.
Got him.
My name is Artemis, and I've always wanted to become a detective, just like my dad. Before I continue, MSA will give $1,000 to one lucky person who subscribes in the next 7 days. Tell your friends, your sister, brother, and mom to subscribe now.
I don't think that is legal, MSA. But we'll just brush past this if we all agree to subscribe to MSA, boop like on their videos, even though this video does not need it. It has 1.1 million likes. But my video could use it, actually. It would help us grow the family, if you guys booped like on this video. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, and sub to me if you Let's go.
Tell your friends, your sister, brother, and mom to subscribe now.
Mom, can you subscribe to MSA? Mom! Hey, Mom! I really need you to do something for me. I need you to go on YouTube and subscribe to MSA. Okay, thank you. Bye. All right, she's in.
As the robber was being arrested, someone approached me with a proud smile on his face. My favorite police detective, Lewis.
My favorite
I'd met him
police
during
detective.
a Future Detective summer program for high school students last year, and we'd kept in touch. You're really something else, kid. Kid?
You're really
He was
something
just
else,
5 years
YT.
older than me, but he kept treating me as his little sister. And it was so annoying because I actually liked him.
Come on,
I
bro.
learned from the best. If you're free tonight, do you want to have dinner with me? Would he finally confess his feelings for me? The anticipation was killing me. He took me to a romantic restaurant and my heart was racing. I'll get to the point, Artemis.
This went 0 to 100 real quick. That escalated quickly. Artemis! Her name is Artemis! Oh, I'm so excited for Artemis. I say that name all the time.
I'll get to the point, Artemis. I know that you've been waiting for this moment too.
Whoa.
You bet I have.
Oh, no.
We're having a big and difficult case right now, and we need your help.
Oh.
I suddenly felt stupid. Tell me about it.
It's not all
a
fun and
gold
games,
smuggling
Artemis.
case, and the suspect's name is Mr. Anderson.
Ooh.
We need some hard evidence against him. And how can I help exactly? He has a son, and his name is Chase. He's a senior high school student, reckless, clumsy, and spoiled. He's
Oh, the
looking
billionaire
for
son.
a female bodyguard, and she should be very attractive. So, you want me to pose as his bodyguard while spying on Mr. Anderson, right?
Whoa.
Exactly. I need you to find where he's keeping all those gold bars.
Oh.
Mission accepted, officer. Dad had trained me in martial arts since I was 2, and now I could finally put it to good use.
Okay, well, what if that's if you get the job? These guys are really confident, you know? They're really Oh yeah, if we can infiltrate this dude's life, just have this job that they're obviously going to interview multiple candidates for. Just have it. Okay. Wow, I knew I was always ready. I always trained martial arts. I knew how to kick people's butts. If you get the job, Artemis.
Now I could finally put it to good use. Lewis prepared my fake documents for the application, and luckily, I was chosen. I was so
brush
excited about
past
this
that.
mission. But little did I know that I was about to get involved in the biggest mess
Oh,
ever.
no.
I tried so hard to keep my cool when I finally met Mr.
Mr.
Anderson.
Anderson.
His face literally screamed danger. I was
Danger.
secretly scanning my eyes around his office as we discussed the job. There were surveillance cameras everywhere. It was going to be harder than I thought. I love my son more than anything, so do your best to protect him. I'll make sure you won't regret hiring me, sir.
Cap. Didn't think I'd have to change this so quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a capper. Speaking of cappers, both of these caps are available on the merch store. Link in the description.
I'll make sure you won't regret hiring me, sir. He gave me a very thick portfolio of Chase, and the first thing I noticed was his face.
Dreamy.
It was very attractive.
Wow.
Mr. Anderson told me that Chase was waiting for me in this room, and the moment I opened it, I was caught off guard when someone suddenly jumped on me. It was him.
What?
And he looked like a scared little
What?
puppy. Is everything okay? Take that disgusting little creature away from me. I looked around
no.
and noticed a cockroach crawling toward us.
Oh, thank God
I
it wasn't
immediately
the muffin.
stepped on it and crushed it to death. Don't worry, it's gone. He finally opened his eyes.
glad that
and
wasn't the
I almost
muffin.
dropped my jaw when we both stared at each other. He was the most handsome man that I had ever seen, and I wasn't exaggerating. Just then,
Thanks.
he jumped away from me and cleared his throat. I just find it really dirty, that's all. Anyway, you must be the new bodyguard.
Yeah.
Artemis, at your service.
Artemis.
Dad surely knows my type.
What?
Do you want to make out?
What?
Do you want to die?
What?
Not yet. I like that.
It keeps asking. I don't want to have to reuse a phrase, but that escalated quickly. We call this the 0 to 100 episode. The 0 to 100 real quick episode. Drizzy said it best.
If I go 0 to 100 real quick.
Playing hard to get. I like that. I was hired to be your bodyguard, not your girlfriend, sir.
Yeah.
You'll still end up being one, so
What?
why waste time? He was about to touch me, but I gave him a powerful blow that sent him flying to the wall. Are you crazy? You're being paid to protect me, not kill me. Sorry, it's
Gotta
just
whip
a
you into
reflex. Fix your stupid reflex, or I'll tell Dad to fire
Oh.
you. Loud and clear, sir. I'll officially start my duty tomorrow. Have a nice
Okay.
night. Later that night, while everyone was sleeping, I tiptoed around the mansion and installed some spy cameras to watch Mr. Anderson's every move.
Wow.
I had to catch him soon.
Already
and get
betraying
this job
the job.
over and done with. The next day at Chase's school, boys immediately flocked around me like I was a celebrity. And Chase didn't look too happy about it. Just then, he started throwing some dollar bills at them. $1,000 for each of you to back off and stop looking at my bodyguard, losers. And with that, they all closed their eyes and ran away like rats in the dark.
Yeah, if there's one way to get people to leave you alone, it is give them free money. That totally won't make them come back and annoy you even more. Guys, I can tell you from experience, as the person who has been way too nice to way too many people and been way too generous for my own sake, don't give people free money who don't deserve it because you will never be able to get rid of them. Thank you.
They all closed their eyes and ran away like rats in the dark. Excuse me, sir, but why did you do that?
Yeah, I was supposed to kick their butts.
I want you to focus on me. Those idiots will just distract you. There's no need to do that. I'm not usually distracted by stupid things. But he just ignored me and continued walking. Suddenly, he slipped on a piece of tissue paper, and before he could hit his head on the ground, I caught him in my arms.
Thank
Our
goodness.
faces were so close, and for a moment, I felt lost in his beautiful blue eyes. Just then, a pretty girl came running and screaming, "Hubby Boo! What is the meaning of this? Are you cheating on me?" Based on his file, it must be Vanessa, his girlfriend. On reflex, I dropped Chase to the ground. This girl is my bodyguard. She was just protecting me. Ugh,
Of course,
what a relief.
of course.
I'm your one and only, always and forever. Right, Hubby Boo?
Hubby
She then
Boo.
jumped on him and started kissing him like a vacuum cleaner. Vanessa was clinging onto Chase all day and kept sticking her tongue out at me. What was her problem?
Yeah, what's your problem? I'm literally just trying to steal private information from your dad. Like, I don't understand. Like, why is she giving me a weird look? I'm just trying to completely manipulate and take advantage of the son of your partner to try and send his dad to jail. Of course, there's no possible reason why you could possibly not like me.
What was her problem? Later that day, Chase suddenly dragged me into the janitor's closet. I actually don't like Vanessa. I just dated her because she's just so obsessed with me.
Oh, not a good idea.
And why are you telling me this, sir? Don't be jealous. Huh? I'm sorry, but I really don't get you. Forget it. I already broke up with her many times, and she's like an annoying leech.
Oh, no.
From now on, I
Oh,
want
no.
you to keep her away from me. Make sure
Oh,
she doesn't
no.
come near me. Copy that, sir.
Oh no. Oh man, that just unearthed some demons. I don't think I've ever talked about this on the channel, but earlier in this year, I was in a very, 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 very bad relationship with a person who treated me very, 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 very badly. And I like broke up with them probably like 3 or 4 times, and they just like wouldn't stop harassing me, and they would like force themselves back into my life, and it was extremely scary. And yeah, this looks like that. Oh, I should probably take this off because this is no cap. This person stole a lot of my money, and they did a lot of other very, very, very horrible things. And so, if you're ever in a situation like what this guy is with this girl, talk to somebody. If you try to handle it by yourself, you might get hurt very, very badly. And sometimes you need to get others involved.
From now on, I want you to keep her away from me.
Cool.
Make sure she doesn't come near me.
Cool.
Copy that, sir. Later that day, I snuck into the bathroom to check the surveillance video on my phone and saw Mr. Anderson enter the mansion. And then he went straight into his room. I needed to have access there too. On my way out, I bumped into someone. Vanessa.
Vanessa?
Listen, girlie. You may look tough and all, but I'm not scared of you. I need you to stay away from my future husband. My hubby boo. Sorry, I can't do that.
Sorry, I can't do that. Now here's a roundhouse kick to the face. I haven't tried to kick high in like 2 or 3 years. I need to train my kicks more again, you guys. I haven't done this in so long.
I can't do that. I'm being paid to be by his side 24/7. And besides, you have nothing to worry about. I'm not
Cap.
attracted to him.
Cap.
She burst out laughing.
Cap.
Chase is the most beautiful guy in the entire
How could you not be
universe.
attracted to
There's
him?
no way you're not attracted to him, unless you're a lesbian. OMG, are you? Do you like me instead? Maybe.
Shut up.
I can't blame you. I'm perfect. but I'm sorry.
That is what the most horrible people in the world are the type who will say that they're perfect. Anyone who actually has the audacity to say that they are perfect is probably one of the most horrible people you will ever meet. Life pro tip. This is the life pro tips episode, okay?
Can't blame you. I'm perfect, but I'm
my
sorry.
Gosh.
You're not my type. That's too bad because I think I'm obsessed with you.
What?
I leaned in closer and pouted my lips for a kiss. Ew! Get away from me! My little stunt was effective because anytime Vanessa came close to Chase, I made pouty lips at her and she ran
What the
off.
heck?
But I wasn't exactly celebrating. It had only been a week, but I wanted to give up already. Chase was a total pain in the butt and such
Welcome
a big
to the
baby.
working
He would
world,
complain
Artemis.
over the smallest things. One time, he was making a huge fuss about a mosquito bite. How could you not stop it from sucking my precious blood? I thought you had
Wow.
great reflexes.
Wow.
See? It's swollen. You're not gonna die from it, sir.
All right, Chase is an idiot and he deserves that psycho. I'm just kidding.
Relax. One time,
Relax,
he decided to skip
dingus.
school just to go shopping for a new yacht. As we were walking towards the port, we bumped into some guys who looked like gangsters, and he actually knew them. It's a perfect day to break some skulls,
like
don't you think,
gangsters.
Chase? What do you want, Brody? Your girl. She looks like my next girlfriend.
Oh,
He
she's
was
gonna
about
beat
to
him up.
touch me, but
Beat him up.
suddenly, Chase jumped in and shoved him
Oh.
to the ground. Don't you dare touch her, dummy. Brody went berserk.
He's gonna be her
You
bodyguard.
Stupid dirtbag. He was about to punch Chase, but I was able to
Oh.
block his fist just in time. I'd
That's
run
how that
home to
works.
mommy if I were you.
That's how that
Twisted his
works,
arm.
guys. And there's no situation in real life where a person throwing a punch, you can catch it. That's just not a thing in this world that happens in real life. It is only in movies and TV shows, okay? And anime and manga. If someone is throwing a punch at you, cover up and back away from it one way or another. You are not going to catch the fist. I am sorry. Sorry. Oh no, I said sorry about not saying sorry. Wow, sorry. I'm trying to get my Canadian accent back. It's not working very well. I'm sorry to say you can't catch a fist in your hand.
A message from the Government of Canada.
I twisted his arm and he went screaming in pain. Get her, boys. I threw a couple of my karate moves and they all fell to the ground in no time.
Get
I
her.
turned to Chase and he looked stunned. He was still
My God.
speechless, even
You're
in the
Kim
car.
Possible.
When we got home, he just sat in front of me and stared at my face.
Are you
Is
Kim
there
Possible?
any problem, sir? You're the prettiest and coolest girl that I've ever met. Do you know that? He lifted his hand to touch my face,
Oh,
and I
no.
just shivered at the contact. You know what happens when you touch me, Chase. So get your hands off me before it's too late. Suddenly,
What does
his
happen?
happy face turned sad as he pulled away from me.
If they end up together, I will be so upset because this guy is a certified dingus. He handles problems by throwing money at people, and pretty much everything else he said, to be honest, is an idiot. So, but then again, this woman is also a lying scumbag because she's capping. Listen, as a person who has dealt with a lot of very detrimental cap in my life, I don't respect a liar. So maybe they deserve each other, whatever.
Suddenly, his happy face turned sad as he pulled away from me.
Aw.
I'm sorry. I won't bother you anymore. Well, that was weird. I needed to find that secret room with the gold bars
Gold
as soon as
bars.
possible before things got any weirder. But whenever I had the chance, I looked all around the mansion and found nothing. One day, Mr. Anderson had a business trip and he'd be away for a week. It was finally my chance to work on his room.
Ooh.
After making sure everyone was asleep, I went to his room and while I was checking his drawers, I felt someone watching me from the door.
Wow.
Chase, what are you doing here? I was looking for you
Oh.
in the drawers. I don't think I could fit in there. Oh God, I needed to distract him. And then I did the unthinkable.
Oh, no, you kissed him?
I walked up to him,
Oh, my
grabbed
gosh.
his face and kissed him on the lips. And worse, I kinda enjoyed it.
This is the most MSA video I have ever seen. Really? Really? Is that what we're gonna do? Is that the solution, Artemis? Is that really the best solution to the problem? Unbelievable. This woman, unbelievable.
And worse, I kinda enjoyed it. Whoa, what was that about? I've been craving your lips.
What?
I knew it. No one could resist me, not even you. I guess you're right. Anyway, we have to sleep now. It's late. How could I when you just kissed me? I tried getting rid of him, but he was persistent. First, he insisted we watch videos together on his favorite channel, MSA, for 2 hours. And then he even made me sing him a lullaby to help him sleep when he was finally asleep.
Cringe. That's how you win the woman over. Make them sing you a lullaby. Chase is trying to be all manly and cool. It's like, oh, how could I sleep now? That was too foxy. To now, oh, could you sing me a lullaby so I could go to sleep, please? Unbelievable.
When he was finally asleep, I just found myself staring at his face.
Artemis.
He actually looked like a beautiful angel. Snap out of it, idiot.
Yeah.
The next day at school, Chase did something that gave me the shock of my life. He announced to everyone that we were dating. And Vanessa went wild. This girl is a lesbian, and I'm the one she actually likes. She's only getting back at you
your biggest
because
problem,
she's
for
jealous.
sure.
Chase ignored her and got on his knees instead. To my surprise, he started tying up my shoelaces.
The most romantic thing a person can do.
Hurt yourself. I then pulled him to the side and confronted him. What in the world are you doing? You like me, and I like you. So we're dating, right? Okay. Are you crazy? If your dad finds out about this, we're dead. Yeah. Don't worry. He's too busy to even check up on me.
Yeah, he's been too busy looking at his collection of gold bars, which are in the closet. Okay.
Don't worry. He's too busy to even check up on me. From now on, I'll protect you and serve you instead. Okay? I kept on refusing, but he was unstoppable. He was just around me all the time, and it was driving me crazy. All he did was stare at me 90% of the time.
90% of the time, he did it all the time.
It's freaking me out. I could stare at you forever. You're just too pretty. I sometimes doubt if you're even real. During classes, he kept reaching for my hand just to hold it. During lunch, he would feed me and just watch me eat. He was acting like the perfect boyfriend, and I had no choice but to play along to protect my cover. Ugh, what had I gotten myself into? Later that night,
real pickle,
I called Lewis and
Artemis.
reported everything, including my fake relationship with Chase. I need you to stop entertaining any distractions and finish your mission ASAP. Understood? He sounded mad, and it made me feel bad. I'm sorry. I'll do better. The only place I hadn't checked yet was Mr. Anderson's bathroom, and I had to do that first thing in the morning.
Wait, you've been doing this job for weeks and you never checked the bathroom? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You had one job and it was to do a full sweep. Are you serious? Listen, Artemis. That was foul. All right, guys, that was the worst joke I'm gonna say today, so I hope you liked it.
And I had to do that first thing in the morning, but I woke up to see Chase smiling at me with breakfast in bed. Good morning, my love. Eat up. I cooked it for you. The eggs looked delicious, so I decided to have a little taste.
Wow.
And they actually were.
Incredible.
I didn't know you could cook. I wanted to be a chef and open my own restaurant someday, but Dad wanted me to be the next CEO of his company instead.
Of course.
Nothing feels better than living your dream. So stop being a loser and go for it. It's your life, not your dad's anyway. I suddenly felt bad knowing that his dad was a criminal. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. I can't help but fall for you harder each day. He sounded so
Chase
real.
the mission.
I almost fell for it. You're pretty good with words, aren't you? I'm serious about you.
All right. I think it's about time for a prediction. I think it's about time. These two idiots are gonna end up together. Lindsay Lohan and Chase Hooper are going to wind up together. She's gonna forget the mission and just do that instead, which might be a bad message to send because this dad stole and stuff. So like, I don't know. Maybe they do end up getting him anyways. I don't know. But I think they're ending up together. That's my prediction. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think is happening? I always check back on the comments. So it's interesting to see what people thought while we were watching. So please let me know. I read the comments, obviously.
I'm serious about you. To my surprise, he gave me a quick peck on the lips,
No.
and it made me blush. One weekend, he insisted that I train him in boxing. When we got inside the ring, he was so hyped up.
Great form,
Are you
Chase.
sure
Lean
about
all
this?
the way forward
Heck
the whole
yeah.
time.
But the moment I threw a single punch, he went flying like paper. I worriedly rushed up to him, but he immediately got up. I wasn't ready, but this time, I'll show you no mercy.
Okay.
I decided to make him win and let him knock me out this time.
What?
You cheated.
Wait,
Let me win.
what?
No, I
What?
didn't.
They just brushed by. MSA really brushed by what just happened. Wow. They really brushed by something that in modern society, the world, the real world, would be, very frowned upon. Okay, I guess I'm just going to accept what I just saw. Let's just move on as if that didn't just happen.
You cheated. You let me win. No, I didn't. He was pouting as he sulked in the corner. Then suddenly I felt bad. Fine, I cheated. I'm sorry. I'll accept
pretended
your
to get
apology
knocked out.
if you'll have a date with me. I agreed, and he took me to the park. I waited for him on the bench as he bought me ice cream. There were a couple of kids playing around, and to my surprise, he called them over and bought ice cream for all of them, and even gave the vendor a huge tip. He wasn't really that bad after all. And I just found myself smiling. Oh no, I couldn't fall for him.
You're
I had to get
gonna
rid
fall
of these
for him.
stupid thoughts and focus on my
I've seen
goal.
enough MSA
Next
videos to
day,
know you're gonna fall for
I
him.
told Chase that I wasn't feeling well, so I couldn't go to school with him. As soon as the coast was clear, I slipped into his dad's room and went straight to the bathroom.
let's
I
go.
checked every corner and space until I saw a button underneath the sink. I pressed it, and to my surprise, the bathtub slid away, revealing a trap door beneath it. I tried all the combinations in the passcode lock until it finally opened. I went down the stairs and I couldn't believe my eyes. The room was full of gold bars. I immediately called Lewis for backup, and while I was taking some pictures, someone suddenly smacked my phone out of my hand. It was Mr. Anderson, back from his trip,
Mr.
and he was
Anderson.
raging mad. You little witch. Just in time, Lewis and the police barged
Got
in and
him.
finally arrested
Got him.
As he was being escorted out, Lewis came up to me and hugged me. Good work, future detective. I'm so proud of you. You can even get rid of that little punk and hang out with me again. I miss
Yay.
you. Suddenly, someone spoke from behind us. So, it was all about this, huh? I turned around and my smile instantly
let's
disappeared on
go.
seeing Chase standing by the door.
Let's
The
go.
hurt look in his eyes broke my heart. Chase, let me explain.
Let me explain. Studios is a channel made by Rebecca Parham. Okay. I think they're still gonna end up together. I've seen MSA. They gotta end up together. But Chase, yeah, how do you cut? If that happened, if I was Chase, I'd be like, you are out of my life for 50 million years. You're out of the next lifetime and the next one too. I think if a person is responsible for your dad getting put in jail, I mean, I guess there are dads who do really bad things who should... Now I'm morally conflicted, my friends. I don't know. All I know is they're gonna end up together, okay?
Chase, let me explain. No need. Congratulations on your successful mission. I watched
the
him walk away
betrayal.
with tears in my eyes. I wanted to run after him, but I guess this was for the best. I didn't see him again, and he also never contacted me. I should be happy I was done with him,
man.
right? Wrong. It kept on bothering me. A lot.
Yeah.
One day, Lewis took me out for dinner, and I was expecting him to give me another case. But he
gave me another
surprised
chase.
me by saying, I like you a lot, Artemis.
What?
Will you be my girlfriend?
What?
I had been waiting for this moment.
What?
I should be happy. But why was I thinking about Chase?
I wanted him to give me another case, but instead he gave me another chase. Case or chase, okay? Make up your mind. Isn't that really all of our issue in life? We're all just trying to find out case or chase. That is the question. I think Shakespeare said that in 1471.
I should be happy. But why was I thinking about Chase? I'm so sorry, Lewis, but I think
My
we're
heart
better off as
belongs
friends.
to someone
you
else.
like someone else, don't you? I just bowed my head down and smiled. It didn't matter now because I'd ruined his life. 2 years had passed and I was finally studying criminology at university. One day during lunch, I decided to try the new restaurant around the corner, and I was shocked to see who the chef was.
Oh.
Chase, it's so nice to see you here. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I took your advice and here I am. He looked even more handsome than before. I didn't know what to say. It's really good to see you, Artemis. You too.
Is it really?
I wanted to hug him and tell him that I missed him.
Is it really?
But I couldn't. He then excused himself and walked up to a familiar girl who had just entered the restaurant. It was Vanessa.
The monster.
They were hugging sweetly.
No.
I felt so jealous. I just got up to leave. As I walked out of the restaurant, I felt someone running after me. Are you jealous? Huh? What are you talking about? Vanessa realized that she actually likes girls, and we ended up being good friends.
What?
Oh, wow.
What?
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, speak for yourself. I didn't expect that. Nice, MSA. I'm proud. That was great. You just did a 360 tailspin on me.
When someone goes through trauma, the best thing that can happen is that they learn from it and they treat the other people around them in a way so that they never feel what they had to feel. That's the best way. That's the best possible outcome. If you've gone through a rough time and you're taking it out on other people, therapy might be the route. You know? You want the result like what Julie had here. I mean, everyone does. That's why it's a story. Anyways. I was hoping this was gonna be a happy ending. That was nice.
Wow. 2021 Robert was deep.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect that. Just then, he stepped closer and held my hands. I've been in love with someone else for a long time now.
Artemis.
Guess you know her.
You.
You're supposed to be mad at me for putting your dad in jail.
Yes.
I'm not. He's a criminal, so he deserves it. I'm upset because you pretended to love me.
Yep.
When did I say that I was just pretending? You weren't. He looked so cute as he blushed, and with that, I grabbed him by his collar and kissed him. Sorry, it's just a reflex. Let's make it a habit then.
Wow, yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I would be as forgiving as the characters in this video. I'm not sure I would have quite the same level of, oh yeah, you know how you've ruined my life? Like, you should re-enter it. I don't think I'd have the same level. But wow, what a whirlwind. And I think we learned a lot from this video. I think what we learned is that if you want to watch the other MSA videos that we did over the last few years, you can click on this playlist and check them all out yourself. I also learned that this is MSA's channel, and if you subscribe to it, Robert will not get mad at you and yell at you to subscribe to them anymore. I think the craziest thing I heard was that this is a video that YouTube thinks you in particular will like. It used AI to determine what you in particular would like the most, maybe. So check it out, okay? I will see you here and I will see you there. Thank you, my friends. Goodbye.